The Island of the Minotaur, a Jungian analysis of the Epstein case. Preface: Why psychology, not criminology? As the U.S. Department of Justice began releasing Jeffrey Epstein's files in December 2025, the public expected to see names, lists, evidence. But in the hunt for specific perpetrators, we risk missing something more important: understanding why this was possible at all. What archetypal forces allowed it to exist for decades in plain sight? Carl Gustav Jung wrote that myths are not ancient inventions but maps of the psyche that remain relevant regardless of the era. The Epstein case is neither an anomaly nor an accident. It is a manifestation of patterns so ancient that they are encoded in myths humanity has been telling itself for millennia. Chapter 1. The Abduction of Persephone, Anatomy of an Archetype. In the Greek myth, Persephone was gathering flowers with her companions in a meadow. She was attracted to a Narcissus of extraordinary beauty. As she picked the flower, the earth suddenly opened before her. From its depths, on horses black as night in a golden chariot, appeared Hades. He seized Persephone and vanished into the depths. Persephone struggled and screamed, calling on Zeus for help, but no help came. Hades is also known as Pluto, from the Greek word for wealth. The Lord of the Dead is simultaneously the Lord of immeasurable riches. Epstein, with his billions, private islands, and mansions, was a modern incarnation of this archetype. His private jet served the same function as Hades' chariot, transporting victims to a realm beyond law. Zeus, who did not come to help, how many in Epstein's circle knew and remained silent? Prosecutor Acosta, who made the lenient deal, later became Secretary of Labor. Zeus on Olympus. Chapter 2. Bluebeard, the Forbidden Chamber. Clarissa Pinkola Estés analyzes the tale of Bluebeard, a wealthy aristocrat who marries young women and kills them, storing their bodies in a forbidden chamber of his castle. Bluebeard only kills and dismembers until nothing but bones remain. He leaves her neither beauty, nor love, nor individuality. Epstein's private island in the Caribbean is the Castle of Bluebeard, a place separated from the world by water where ordinary laws do not apply. The release of the Epstein files is the moment when the door to the forbidden chamber is broken down. Society is forced to see. Chapter 3. The Labyrinth and the Minotaur, Tribute to the Monster. In the Cretan myth, Athenians were obligated every 9 years to send 7 youths and 7 maidens into the labyrinth to be devoured by the Minotaur. This was tribute that the weak paid to the strong, sacrifice legitimized by political agreement. Epstein's network functioned according to the same logic. The Minotaur, a creature with a human body and a bull's head, half human. The monster looks partially human but has lost its humanity. Epstein moved in the highest circles, donated to science and art, was friends with Nobel laureates, outwardly a philanthropist. Inside, a Minotaur. Chapter 4. The Collective Shadow, Why Society Participates. Jung insisted, the shadow is not an individual problem. There exists a collective shadow, the suppressed evil of entire societies and groups. Epstein did not act in a vacuum. He was part of the financial and political elite. His crimes are a manifestation of the collective shadow of this group. That is why photographs from his parties show presidents, princes, scientists. Shadow attracts. People are unconsciously drawn to what expresses their suppressed impulses. Epstein carried the shadow for many. As long as he existed, others could feel clean. Chapter 5. Puer Aeternus, the Psychology of the Eternal Adolescent. Why do wealthy adult men seek underage girls? The Jungian answer: because they themselves are psychologically stuck in adolescence. The poor is incapable of equal relationships with an adult woman. Money and power allow fantasies to be literally embodied. Reality bends to his money. Chapter 6. The Incest Taboo in Closed Systems. Epstein's circle was a closed system. People within communicated only with each other, protected each other. Victims were non-persons, objects to be used and discarded. Chapter 7. Sacrifice and the Sacred. In archaic consciousness, violence was sacralized. Was this reproduced on Epstein's island? Ritualized violence where participants felt like initiates of a secret cult. Chapter 8. Shadow as Healing. The release of the Epstein files is a painful but necessary process. This is integration of the collective shadow. Society is forced to acknowledge this is possible. This happened. We all allowed this, through our silence, our admiration for wealth, our unwillingness to see. Conclusion. Exit from the labyrinth. Theseus killed the Minotaur and escaped thanks to Ariadne's thread. The thread is connection, with love, with humanity. Epstein's victims, those who survived and spoke, are the modern Theseuses. They entered the labyrinth not of their own will, but found the strength to testify. The file should not become just another scandal society forgets. This is an opportunity to see the structures that allow such things to happen. Hades continues to abduct Persephones. Bluebeard builds new castles. The Minotaur awaits new tribute. The question is whether we are ready to see the narcissus before which the earth opens, before another girl reaches out to pick it. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. Carl Gustav Jung.